Well, hi everybody. Well, today is a special day. Today it's International Grandparents' Day. And yes, I had grandparents, and I'm going to show you. This is a picture of Grandma Elizabeth. This was done, I think we had some kind of party for her. She used to go to Florida 6 months, and 6 months she was up here, and I don't remember what part of Florida, someplace in Miami, but I'm not sure. But we always had such a good time together when we went to visit Grandma. Here's another picture of me and Grandma Elizabeth at a beach called Haulover Beach, which I'm doing it on in the next, couple of days, whatever. Here's a picture of Grandma Bessie and me. All right. And here's a picture of Grandpa Lou. Sadly, Grandpa Philip died before I was born. I don't have any pictures of him. And here is a picture of Grandma and Grandpa Winnie. They're my kids' grandparents. They are also grandparents. So today, in their honor, to be fair to all of us, because Grandma Elizabeth liked to make a cocoa roll, Grandma Bessie liked pudding cake, I'm going to have to make brownies to be fair to all of them. Molly had chocolate chip cookies. I want to be fair to all of them. So I'm going to put in 2 eggs. And I want to make something in their honor and be fair to all 4 of them. All my grandparents. Well, I had 2, but, my kids have grandparents too, obviously, And here's some more pictures. These are my parents. Wonderful, wonderful people. They're also grandparents and my children. All right. Here's some more pictures of Mom and Dad. It was also my kids' grandparents also. And here is 4 generations. My grandmother, my mother, me and my sister, and my niece. And here's another picture of Grandma and Grandpa in their younger days, but they were devoted grandparents. I'm making in all their honors today homemade brownies from scratch. To be fair to all of them. I'm adding in 2 eggs, 1 cup of granulated sugar. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to mix this together. Grandma Elizabeth came from Hungary, so did Grandpa Lou. Grandma Bessie came from Russia. Grandma and Grandpa Wendy came from Germany. Grandma Wendy came from England. What a mixed combination we have here. Wow. And Grandpa Philip, of course, came from the old country of Italy. Okay, I'm adding in a tablespoon of water. Without these grandparents, none of us would be here today. They're really amazing people. Grandma Elizabeth was a devout homemaker, so was Grandma Bessie. Grandma Elizabeth specialized in butter cookies, and she baked cocoa rolls. Thanksgiving was her holiday. Grandma Bessie was pudding cakes, spaghetti, and meatballs. Every Sunday we went to Grandma Bessie's house, so, it was always a memory I would always have with my grandparents. On Christmas Day, we would go to the Grandma and Grandpa Winnie. On Thanksgiving, when Grandma used to do it, my mom used to do, we would go to her house for Thanksgiving, then I took it over. Here's a 1/4 cup of cocoa. Okay, this is something that Grandma Elizabeth always used, was Hershey's cocoa. It was just her favorite brand of chocolate. She always used it to bake with, and boy did she bake. So did Grandma Bessie. I mean, they baked, so did Grandma Molly. They all baked. My mom, however, was not a baker, but she liked to cook. Her specialty was meatloaf. Okay, and mix this together. Sorry for the smoke, Cam lady. Smoke sometimes when you add different things in, but what can you do? Yes, I remember those days very well when I had grandparents. Okay. Mix this together so it's well blended. Then we're going to add in the next thing is the unsalted butter. It must be melted. 1 stick of unsalted butter. Without the butter, you will not have brownies. I can almost tell you it'll come out horrible, and you don't want that to happen. Grandma Elizabeth always used Breakstone. Here, let me show you what she used to use. Let me see if I have a stick of Breakstone. Well, I use it to grease, so here's a box of this will be a lot better. This is what Grandma Elizabeth used to use. Always Breakstone butter when she baked. Okay, now I'm going to mix this together. But she always baked everything from scratch. And Grandma Bessie, I'm sure, baked a lot of stuff too. But her specialty was chocolate pudding cake. I do remember that. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to wash this out. We don't want to mix the cocoa with the flour. I know Grandma Elizabeth was always very careful. In those days, we didn't have electric mix masters. We had like egg beaters. That's what we used to use to bake with. All right, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in a cup of flour. Okay, here we go. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, we're going to mix this together. Yeah, grandparents, we have to honor them too, folks. Because without our grandparents, we would not be here to talk about it today. It's amazing how they even met. I don't even know how my Grandma Elizabeth and Lou met. I don't remember. But I know Grandpa Lou owned a travel business. I can tell you that. Grandpa Philip owned a cigar shop somewhere in Newark. I'm not sure where. Grandpa Winnie owned many businesses. He owned a horse farm. He owned Willowbrook Farms, Willowbrook Mall, you name it. He owned it. Next thing is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Grandma Molly was a homemaker. They all were homemakers. All the grandmas were homemakers, including my mom. But then she went to work when we got older and worked with my father, who also owned a travel business. So they were into travel, definitely. They were all into business. My mom, my kids' grandmother, used to teach me how to balance a checkbook. Nowadays my computer does it, but back then she helped me with my checkbook. So she had a lot to do. She also helped me edit my book, Candy Cane Ranch. So she was a wonderful mom and a wonderful grandmother. They all were wonderful. I miss them all dearly. Okay. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to spread this out. Folks, I tell you, I had this cold for over a week. It's driving me nuts. If my grandmothers were alive today, if the grandmothers were alive, they would probably make me homemade chicken soup to get rid of the cold. It's amazing how we used to get rid of colds a lot faster in the olden days than we do now. I don't know why it's so hard to get rid of a cold, but what can you do? Okay. Now, Grandma Winnie, on the other hand, helped manage the horse farm, so they were really active people, Okay, we're going to put this in the oven, and we're going to bake this for about 15-20 minutes. And here we have delicious homemade brownies. I know I've done this before, but I have to be fair to all the grandmas, so I don't make something that one of them did not make. And Grandma Elizabeth had a thing for Hershey's cocoa, and Grandma Bessie with Mighty Fine, when she used to make a wonderful chocolate pudding cake every Sunday night. Oh, it was so delicious and so yummy. Grandma Elizabeth used to bake a cocoa roll, butter cookies. Grandma Bessie made pudding cakes, spaghetti and meatballs. My kid's grandmother used to make meatloaf. She was more of a cook than a baker. Grandma Molly made chocolate chip cookies. She had a thing with chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I also learned how to make something else, an apple stuffing for the holiday season. I learned that from Grandma Molly. But on the other hand, my mom, my kid's grandmother, made a bread stuffing for Thanksgiving. So, they all made different things, And like I said, Grandma Elizabeth's favorite holiday was Thanksgiving. Grandma Bessie's holiday was, different holidays. She celebrated Rosh Hashanah, all these wonderful holidays. Deborah, Tom Country Kitchen. Have a great day and please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.